heavy hitters back then, because you're talking like 93.
Yes, sir.
And was that like we just had a kid come up to him a minute ago. He's like, man, I seen you. It was in 93, the AC Club.
Yep.
With Wu-Tang.
And this was when Wu-Tang was nobody.
Nobody.
And so
they probably were all there at that time.
Yeah, too. I think maybe Method Man and RZA. There was like 3 of them showed up as Wu-Tang. ODB, I think, too. And this is like a club bar. Really, I think it was like a Latin club, really. If I'm not mistaken, off of Milwaukee, Pulaski area. And people they had to have somebody open up. They would ask the Chicago cats that was making the most noise, and that happened to be us, and we would go up there, and that was a fine example, and we always had some, can I curse, Joe?
Yeah, you know what, I was just going to say, that's fine. I got to take care of some legalities real quick, so finish up what you were thinking there, but I have to take care of the disclaimer information here.
Yeah, because I didn't want to, you know what I mean, disrespect, no, cause no trouble for the station.
All good. Man.
So I've been real white bread with it, you know what I mean?
You're good, EC.
But, when there'd be some shit would jump off every time Ill State would do a show. Motherfuckers was getting their ass whooped, you know what I mean? And real shit was happening, and it was good drugs and rap and crack and all types of bullshit. You know what I mean?
That's great.
So, you know what I mean? We was establishing ourselves in the city, you know what I mean? We really what we was on some super keep it real shit. We was a rap gang. You know what I mean? That's what we was. It was a bunch of gang members and people that came up around, in the gang culture, come together, making their rap songs about Chicago and go cause some trouble. So, that's what happened. And I really appreciate you letting me curse now, because now I feel like I could be a little bit more myself.
Let me take care of this real quick. Portions of WNUR's programming may be inappropriate for younger or more sensitive listeners. WNUR feels this programming to be artistically and culturally significant and only plays music between the hours of 12 and 6 a.m. They can be listening to WNUR Chicago Sound Experimental under and beyond. ECL of the legendary one and only in the building tonight.
ECL are culturally and artistically significant.
That's what's up.
All right, so we go from this stage, and then now comes the the very beginning of EC showing up in CD, the CD showing up. At this point, CDs are just starting to hit the market now. Well, I mean, major. They've been around for a while.
Well, here's how it came to be.
Flipping from cassettes.
Now we go
CDs.
into the EC Wicked Entertainment era.
Entertainment.
And so there's some good stories that coincide with Wicked Entertainment.
Absolutely.
These is dudes that I went to grade school with. Nettle Horse Grade School on Broadway, North Side, okay? I used to stay in Uptown. I used to take the bus, the 36 Broadway, up to Nettle Horse, because I didn't want to go to Jonah Ride because motherfuckers was trying to whoop my ass. Okay, so I got on the bus, I went up there, befriended motherfuckers, you know what I mean? We was up there going to school together. Fast forward, I got my rap career going, and I run into my old buddies, Actually, they called me on the phone, and I was talking to them on the phone, they call themselves trying to produce and do some music too. So I'm like, they asked me, what kind of equipment you using? And I tell them, I got an MP and I got this and I got that. And so they invite me over to the studio, and I'm starting to feel a little bit like, motherfucker trying to set me up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like, yeah, bring the beat machine. Bring the beat machine. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll be there at 10 o'clock. So I go there deep, with like 3 of my guys, no beat machine. I'm just trying to, have a little class reunion. I don't know, years pass. Yeah. You don't really know what people be on,
Absolutely.
But anyway, I get there, and I don't think they fully understood that I was kind of knee deep in the rap game, and I was really trying to get out. I was building a name for myself. So they're playing a CMB mixtape.
Cash money, brother.
Trying to sell me on what they doing, you know what I mean? And I'm half rolling my eyes. I'm just on some keep it real shit, you know what I mean? I'm rolling my eyes on what they tell me, and I'm like, yeah, and y'all don't really know about the music business, and what did I know? But I felt like I knew more than them.
Yeah.
But they playing CMB, and then I tell them, yeah, that's my song right there, you playing. And then at that point they knew they was kind of they had egg on their face. You know what I mean?
Was this Sleepy?
This is Sleepy Wicked, Sinbad,
Yeah.
you know, and a couple of my other buddies. So then at that point I think they was real impressed, and he started calling me and saying, look, I got some bread. I want to make those songs you was playing me at our boy's house. You know, I want to put those out. And he was pursuing me about it.
Yeah.
And so he came to the crib and he was like, look, I got some money. I got this cover. Let me do this. I could do a good job with this. And, you know, I grew up with him, and we was kind of reestablishing our friendship, Sleepy and me. And I told him, yeah, go on ahead. You know, there's no contracts involved. I didn't really feel threatened by the situation. I felt like, okay, let me see what you made of. So that's how Live from the Ill EP came to be. Now we're talking songs recorded in 93 and the beginning of 94, and finally then released in 94. And that's the album that song Ill Is that you played is off of.
Ill Is, and what else? There was some other jams on there.
Live from the Ill,
Live
the song.
from the Ill, yeah.
We got another song, It Don't Stop, which was featuring K-Tone from Then D to the S.
Yeah.
Traxxter's original group, you know, that he was in. So we was family, and I mean, these old releases, you know.
Artwork by Slang, and let me tell you why that's important.
Tell me.
Because at the time, Slang was doing all the mixtape covers. Slang was doing all the, I think he was doing like CMB and the Gangsta Boogie, or the early stuff. And Slang is obviously one of the most influential, important graffiti artists in the city. So this is...
And also the dude that made 50 Cent album cover. Slang did The Massacre. The drawing of 50 Cent on the cover of The Massacre is Slang. So Slang went on to be a very well-to-do individual. The type of individual that I probably couldn't get him to make my album cover now.
That's insane.
But, you know, we was cool then. I met him at the Pizza Hut right there in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And right off of Western.
Yeah.
And right by where the Sinbad got stabbed, and you know what I mean? MLDs was running up to the car, and not MLDs, who was it? Cobra, Spanish Cobra, stabbed Sinbad. Motherfuckers rushing up to the hospital. I'm just trying to get an album cover, G. I'm just trying to get the album cover done.
It was huge. Like, you walked into the store, and I remember going into Coconuts and being like, that Slang artwork in Coconuts.
Yeah, and I think that
EC, it's a new EC.
Once the CD hit, and now we talking about one of the debut first Chicago CDs to come out.
Yeah,
and bear in mind, I take nothing away. There were several other artists, you know, Villain and several other artists, that was making CDs and was trying to get their shit off the ground. Yeah, and I got a good story about that too, because I was supposed to have the record deal with Smash Records, and then they chose 10 Trey over me, and I was at the crib waiting for the call, and yeah, ain't that the way though, man?
So okay, now you got to elaborate now.
Okay,
that's in the era.
That was actually pre-Mob City. So now we're talking 91, I believe it was.
All right.
And one of my boys' sisters, and I don't want to get like so deep into this, but it's good history lesson, you know what I mean? My boy's sister was an A&R for Smash Records, which was supposed to be the debut Chicago major label. They had major distribution.